Wrestling is so dead right now, it's almost unbelievable. The truth, the proof, the poof, the doof, the roof. It's all there for you. I look at Jim Cornette's reviews are dead right now for him. They're the lowest they've ever been in the past 30 days. There has been, I couldn't find, and I'll give you, this is an example of how dead wrestling is. It's not even fun to shit on it, right? Because it was even fun to shit on a little while back. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to give you the numbers in a second because I looked them up and I researched them because I'm a fucking loser. But before I do that, I just wanted to ask you guys, I almost make no money in ad revenue anymore, even if you got a commercial on this video. We'd need about 30,000 views to get anything. If you guys want to support the channel, please leave a super chat down below, or a super thanks down below on this video in the comments, and leave a comment if you want. Let me know. Or become a patron, but leave a super thanks down below. I will pin the top one to this video. I want to thank DrewBar100. He was the one who left a super thanks on the last video, and it was the largest one, so I pinned it to the top. We'll pin you as well. But so it's Jim Cornette, over the last 30 days. Now, 30 days has been all right for Jim because it was like a pay-per-view and some other things. But I went back to 15 days. I did 15 days. And I tried to look up a 15-day span in which, Jim Cornette's... And I went by YouTube reviews because the podcast numbers are so fucked, it's hard to figure out what they are. But I would estimate that Jim Cornette on and I'm using Jim as an example because it's just a good barometer. But you can trust and know pretty much that just about every other YouTube reviewer, podcaster, or wrestling show out there has numbers that are the same. I looked them all up across the board, and all the numbers are consistently down. Usually the number, it tends to be that they're down 20%, which means interest in wrestling is down. And remember, interest in wrestling was high even back when I was crapping on it when I first launched my channel in 2012, right? In 2012, when I launched the channel, there was still 5 million people or 4 million people around engaged in the product. And if, hating on it was fun because people were still watching it. It's not really fun to beat a dead horse, which is kind of where wrestling feels like it is. The minor interest we have is from AEW and the things that WWE may do, but they never really do anything. So we're stuck here. Even Vince McMahon leaving hasn't, for a second, there was a bit of a kick up for it felt like. And then once we realized we're in for the same shit almost, not much different, that really, I think that was an eye-opener for a lot of people, and they finally tapped out. They said, oh, wow, I thought it was going to be different, and it looked like it was going to be. And there is something different to it, but, wow, it's really not. I guess it's not for me, and I think a lot of people bailed on the product. And, Jim Cornette on YouTube, views-wise, has never had a month this few viewership. The last time Jim Cornette had a span of 15 days viewership like this, there was once where a friend of his was sick and he didn't do shows for a few days. And the other time was when he only uploaded a YouTube video once in a while. So that tells you right there. The last time the Jim Cornette's views were as low as they are right now, it was when he uploaded 30 less videos per month. And that's where we're at wrestling-wise. And this is a guy that was, I would argue that Jim's best days on YouTube and podcasting were when the product wasn't good. Because it was fun to listen to him bash stuff. And now the product is so dead that nobody even cares. So, which is the problem that I tend to find as well, that nobody really cares. And that I find myself not caring. And obviously this Monday's a mulligan. They basically did a preview show or a recap show, whatever you want to call it, which is fine because there's nothing to review about it. It's not good, bad, anything. It's probably dog shit because I don't give a shit about a review show. So, of the year or whatever it was. So fine. I don't I see people sending a message around about this match that happened with Karrion Kross and somebody else, and they're like, the fans booed the entire match. And there's video of the fans booing the entire match or whatever. It might have been Drew Gulak and Karrion Kross. I don't know who it was. It doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, of course they booed. They're bored. This shit sucks. I hate to be a conceited prick, but who was the guy in AEW? The Dan Lambert guy? I'm more entertained by Dan Lambert. You know, it's funny because people picked him apart. There were a lot of people that liked some of the stuff he did, and there was a lot of people that hated things he did. But man, I would suck a dick to listen to Dan Lambert on WWE programming versus what they have. You know, WWE refuses to hire a real commentator like someone like me or anybody else who's pretty good. But I'm going to put myself over all the time on that. I want to be I want to do the commentary for Raw and make it better. But instead, they refuse. They just hire robot fuckheads like the Irish guy they have right now. And I think they suck. And so good for them. Keep failing. You'll just keep failing. They refuse to have anybody who has a personality and can really... WWE doesn't realize they need to be in an attitude era again. Like, they need to go back into an attitude era. And I'm not talking about the attitude era. There'll never be something like that really ever again. But they need to go into a different format. The whole format needs to be completely revamped. And they just refuse to do that. And we get the same cookie cutter horse shit every single week. And that's a major problem. What do you guys think about all this? You know, I'm out of ideas. I'm having a horrible day. I hope you're having a good day. I wish I was. I don't want to. Whatever. I don't like the world. Hit the like button if you can. And feel free to drop a super thanks down below, and I will pin it to the top, or just leave a really good comment maybe, and I'll respond to it in the next video as well. Whatever you want to do or want to do is fine. Do whatever you like. And if you're brand new to the channel, I hope you subscribe. I mean, because I'll be dropping little tidbits like this almost every day. And I'll be live Wednesday night for the AEW review. Thank God, usually AEW is always still pretty good. Even if it's bad, it's more fun to talk about than WWE for sure. And follow me on Instagram at Joe Cronin Show. And I have no Twitter because I'm banned because... I don't know, but I'll never be unbanned on there, so fuck Twitter. Patreon is where I message things and I alert you guys. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Shout out to the Ghost from the Coast, who is now the top patron at the Insane Attention tier. And you will get my insane attention, the Ghost from the Coast. Sith Negan at the $100 spot, a record-breaking amount of months on there. I got to count up what it is. I forget what it is now, but it's an insane amount. Speaking of insane, Sith Negan dropping $1,000 bomb the other night while my wife was on the show, and I got wine poured in my eyes, which was a fun thing. I hope you guys all have a really good day. I may come on tonight if I'm alive. I love you all. Love your families, love your friends, enjoy your lives, and fuck it all. I'll see you guys. Watch these other videos. Or maybe if nothing's popping up, then I hate myself. Sorry, bye.